Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
I feel like every time I see you, every morning, I have so much to tell you.
I know.
So when we walk in, I'm always like, and then this, and that's happening, and this is happening, and what are we going to do about this, and we should talk about this today.
I'm often glad that our audio isn't up during the walk in the hallway, because if they heard everything that we were talking about, people would be like, those two are crazy.
They may think that anyways, David.
Hopefully not. Hey, it's Wednesday, everybody, and we are starting today's show with vindication from me. Oh, it feels good. So yesterday, we wound up talking about my unread emails. Heather nearly fell off her chair when I revealed I had 8,700 unread emails. And I will tell you, I read the important ones. I do. But anyway, Heather doesn't operate like that. Well, since then, viewers have responded in droves.
You mean by 2 tweets?
2 tweets, yes, that's what I mean by droves. But anyway, let's show them, because I love them. All right, the first one is from Tom. I, too, have a fake email that I use when I sign up for things. After the PTL segment, I checked to see how many unread emails I had. I beat you, dude. I got 10,697.
Wow.
So thank you, Tom. And then my favorite is from Judith. Oh, well, look at this. Hi, David. I have 10,013 emails on my phone, and I don't own any sweatpants either.
Well, you and Judith are, you guys could be best friends then.
I think we are. I feel it, Judy.
That's okay.
I have a bond with you.
It's like yin and yang, you know?
Right.
You don't own
it's okay.
sweatpants,
No,
I do. You don't check your emails, I do.
I check my emails. I just don't read the unimportant ones.
How do you know what's in it?
I mean, well, you can sort of judge sometimes.
When your favorite store sends you an email, you don't know what's in it. When they say,
well, okay, that's
we have a secret,
I know,
big sale.
But then they just lure you in and you spend more money.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Okay. All right. We just had to get that out of the way. But
You
right
feel
now,
better?
I do feel better. Yes.
Good.
Thank you both, Tom and Judith.
I'm so happy for you, David. All right, well, here's a question. Do you have a picky eater in your house? I know I have 2 of them right now, and probably soon to be 3.
Okay,
in my
so
house.
you're dealing with this.
Yeah. Were you a picky eater as a child?
I don't think so. I mean, I have never liked sweet potatoes. Yeah. That's like the one thing my mom said, even sweet potato baby food.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever reason, I didn't like it straight out of the gate. Now, I'll eat it now to be polite, but, you know, I don't like it. What about you?
Oh, yeah. I have a memory of sitting at the kitchen table, and my mom would not let me leave until I finished a glass of milk. And obviously, hours later, I'm asleep at the table, and the milk is room temperature.
Yeah.
Room temperature milk is not good.
No, it becomes even less appetizing if you already don't.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So a new study in the Journal of Pediatrics says don't try becoming the food police because it's only going to make it worse. So the study shows that it doesn't help children to demand them to clear their plate. In fact, it may make them more of a picky eater.
And there's more to that, too. I mean, I've read studies before that say if you make them clean their plate, then they lose sight of appetite and when they're full and satisfied.
Oh, so it really knocks a lot out of regularity.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
So this brings us to today's list, because there are actually some foods that you never really develop a taste for, even if, you know, you're trying to encourage your kids to try something new.
I mean, there are some things that I just don't think kids are meant to like. And then as adults, you learn to love them, or maybe you don't. But that is what today's list is all about, and it comes from Lifehack, and we want to take a look. Number 1 is avocado.
So this is something you may like as an adult, but not maybe as a child.
I love it as an adult, but I never even remember having it as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't. It seems like it's new on the scene. Is that true?
Does it not? And is it just because you're an adult now and you've tried it, or is it?
I don't know. I have no idea. We need to
avocados are
research
just popular.
the history of avocado. Maybe it just caught on. Like maybe people in California knew about it, but it was a big secret when I was growing up.
Kale. Like
Right,
kale, all of a sudden, it's been around forever, but all of a sudden people want to eat kale.
All of a sudden, now we know about kale.
Okay.
All right, number 2 on the list is Brussels sprouts. Do you like?
Love
Me too.
Brussels sprouts.
Me too, with a little bacon.
Love them. So good. Maybe some
delicious.
balsamic vinegar on them. Ooh. Number 3, dark chocolate. This actually is growing on me. I never was a fan of dark chocolate, and now
Well, if you
I
pair
like
it
it.
with red wine, and it's supposed to be so much better for you than just regular milk chocolate,
Yeah.
and I do like it. I kind of enjoy the bitterness of it. But once again, as a kid, someone had given me dark chocolate, and I would have been like, where's the real chocolate?
Right.
Yeah. So anyhow, as adults, all right, strong cheeses is the next thing. And there are still some cheeses that, although I can go pretty stinky sometimes
You can go
with the
stinky.
cheese.
What's the stinkiest cheese you
Well, like blue cheese, you know.
I'm sure there are cheeses more stinky than blue.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Probably. I don't know much
We're not
about
up on our
stinky
stinky cheeses.
This sounds like a great segment
What? We should do a segment on stinky
on stinky
cheese?
cheeses.
Okay.
Let's just try it.
Yeah, people will tune in for that. Oh, Jill's saying blindfolded. We have to identify.
Let's up the game. Let's do it. Last on the
Oh,
list,
woman that's fun.
coffee and tea. You're a man that's fun, David. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
All right, coffee and tea, last on the list for us today. You know, I remember the turnaround for me. I was a teenager, and I had coffee with my grandmother.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and obviously, well, if you like coffee, you start out drinking it light and sweet.
Right, sure.
Unless you're really bold, and then you go straight
Right,
for
you
like nothing
right.
in it. But yeah, I remember, and I've never turned back. Love my coffee.
That's kind of a sweet memory too,
Yeah.
that you started drinking it with your grandmother.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but I love the smell of coffee.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Oh, it's a
Me
wonderful
too.
smell.
Me too.
Well, speaking of food, KFC is testing out something new, and we wanted to mention this because over the last summer, KFC,
I missed this.
you missed it, and Selena and I got to try it. They were test marketing in Pittsburgh this new chicken sandwich. Instead of a bun, it had a glazed donut on the top and a glazed donut on the bottom.
And a warning about a heart attack.
Well, no, I didn't. And I thought, oh, this is going to be atrocious.
Right.
It was so good. Of
course it was.
Great, because of the sweet and the salty.
Yes.
So now they're trying something new. They're not test marketing it here, though. They're test marketing it in Orlando. So if any of us get to Orlando, we can try it. And if it all goes well, it will replace a crispy chicken sandwich they already have on the menu. It's a larger piece of chicken. And oh my gosh, look how crispy it is.
That looks delicious.
That looks delicious. It comes with pickles and spicy or classic mayo. So anyway, just to let you know what could be coming if the folks in Orlando like it.
There is this big game for chicken sandwiches, man.
I know. There's the whole Popeyes thing last summer.
Yeah.
The only person in America that could get one was Gayle King.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm still sore about it.
I still have not tried a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Mikey has. Mikey finally
I know.
got one.
I
Yeah.
know. All right, we have seen a lot of creative videos from people who are, you know, quarantining or settling in at home during the shutdown. And this one comes to us from a young man from Wexford who is a Broadway star, local Broadway star, and he's home right now. His name is Trent Soyster, and he came up with this very clever tribute to Broadway.
Yeah, we like it a lot, so let's watch.
There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, maybe stranded out in the cold. But still you would
So he did this with his friend Maddie Rodriguez, and really clever. I mean, they jam-packed this with different shows. I mean, they have Grease, they have The Wizard of Oz, they have Les Mis, they have Annie, Cats, Mary Poppins, Waitress, Newsies, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. I mean, all of this stuff, and they did it with all things they had in the house. Like, they didn't go out and buy anything to make this. So truly creative, and I love it. And I love Ethel Merman singing There's No Business Like Show Business from her disco album. Did you know there was such a thing?
I did not, but you have told me. I can't imagine how long that would take.
I know.
To
well,
put all that together.
Well, they
you know?
said less than 3 days. Like, they mapped it out, and then they shot all of it and just made it happen. So creative people, and you know what? They're out of work right now, and it's really cool that we were able to share something. So thank you for sharing it with us.
Yeah,
we
really
appreciate it.
It was fun. All right, one of the videos that we showed yesterday was a family, a local family, who was hosting themed dinners at home just to kind of spice things up a little bit. And they did a great video for the Golden Girls, doing the theme song for Golden Girls at their home.
Yeah, like the opening to the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
So this made us wonder, how is Betty White doing? Has anyone checked on Betty White?
Someone has.
Someone has, and we have good news to report. By the way, Betty White is 98.
I cannot believe
that. That
this.
is why we are concerned. But anyway, she's in incredibly good health, it turns out. She says she is self-isolating to keep it that way. She says that maybe the pandemic, one of the things we can learn from all this is maybe to slow down a little bit. And she says she's spending time reading, doing crossword puzzles, and sipping an occasional vodka martini.
Oh, so you guys really would get along.
I think we would get along. I would like to meet Betty White.
Can we arrange for this to happen?
I don't know. Jill, is that possible? Okay, Jill says she's on
She's
it.
calling her people. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right, well, a lot of people, I think maybe struggling is a good word to use with the mask, the whole
Right.
thing. It's not natural for us to wear masks, and so this has kind of been a weird trend, but we're all following suit. We're taking the orders very seriously. But one company is now making translucent masks because you can't see people's faces. So take a look at this.
I think this is a great idea. I mean, as long as it doesn't cause more moisture to like form on your face and steam up your
Because of the
glasses and all that
plastic, right.
stuff because of the plastic. But the idea that you can see, because now if you see someone, you have to try to smile with your eyes.
That's called smizing.
Smizing,
That's
yes.
what Tyra Banks says.
Yes, well, we learned that at a photo shoot, right?
Yeah.
To smize with your eyes. But anyway, not all of us are great smizers.
No, we
so this translucent thing, you can see when someone's smiling, and also for people who are hearing impaired and who read lips, I mean, it's really important to be able to see that. That's one of the reasons why, you know, we're not wearing masks right now.
Right.
I mean, we're keeping a distance also, but you know, we want to make sure that for our hearing impaired viewers, they can
read.
tell what we're saying.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. This
So,
is a neat
interesting.
idea. I'd like to try one out. It's interesting what you said though about the moisture building up.
Yeah, if
and
more of it
then
builds
that
up.
could be a weird look,
Well, yeah, then you just have a steamed up mask.
which is probably not a good thing.
Everyone will know that I'm full of hot air. All right.
Well, there are a lot of changes. We are seeing that. And another place that's going to see a lot of changes, the airport, including Pittsburgh International.
Yeah, in fact, security changes is what we're talking about here. And so there are going to be a number of them. First off, you're no longer going to be able to hand your boarding pass to the TSA agent. Instead, you're going to scan it yourself. Also, you will now be allowed to bring a bottle of hand sanitizer up to 12 ounces in your carry-on bag.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Of course, they will have social distancing in the airport, and the TSA agents and the travelers will be required to wear masks, and that's already going on at Pittsburgh International.
Yeah, I wonder how air travel is at Pittsburgh International. I mean, of course it's down, but I wonder by how much because of all of this.
I don't
what's been
know.
going on.
Yeah, I bet it's kind of quiet right now, but
All right.
lots of changes ahead as we continue through this. And right now, we are off to a good start this morning, but you know what could make today even better?
I know.
Yeah. Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, we're in luck too, because Raina is sharing a cheesecake recipe with us, and she sent in 2 pieces for us to try. It's another one of her copycat recipes, duplicating food from popular restaurants. And today's is from the Cheesecake Factory, and it looks delicious.
This is why I love her. She sent some over
I
for
know
us.
she thinks of us.
And in today's Eye on Health, we're talking about something that's an unfortunate side effect of COVID-19 and quarantining. We're talking about anxiety and depression, even substance abuse. So we're going to talk with a top mental health specialist about getting help and what he says is a positive from all of this.
And plus, check out this amazing feat, or should we say hands. Take a look at this. We will tell you about the personal challenge that led to this impressive walking handstand on the steps by PNC Park.
Stay with us for all of that and more when PTL continues on this Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. We're so glad to have you with us.